A-Rock Canvas, how are you? This video will be going up 2026. So, it's already like, in the works, and I've been making videos, getting ahead of the thing. I want to be more consistent on this channel, because some stuff is happening. So, I am just doing like clearing out for stuff. I am in the process of moving things around, and there's a lot of just background stuff happening. So deciding to trying to figure out like what I'm doing. Anyway, I decided to move stuff upstairs into the extra bedroom. So it's like I'm trying to clear out a lot of stuff for the new year. So I have a lot of like towels and stuff I'm trying to donate to like animal shelters. I have some foods that I might want to give away. I have like old appliances and stuff I need to throw out. Like there's just a lot going on in terms of like throwing things away. But what I'm not throwing away are these art supplies. So this is going to be just a papers video, like all the papers I've collected over the last like year or so. And these are the ones that frequently show up in my collection and stuff like that. So there's that. Anyway, so most of these were bought at like Paper Source, but the Paper Source around me is closed. But anyway, so I'll just go through the papers and show you. So this is one that I have. It reminds me of like a lot of African prints. It's not double-sided in that one side is darker and more colored than the other. So this is the back and this is like the front, because you can tell the difference. In person you can tell the difference. I don't know if you can tell the difference on the video, but it looks a little ashier maybe than this side. But when I was selling my art out in person, the person that bought artwork with this on there was like, it reminds her of mud cloth, which I've gotten more than once. So I'm gonna go play that up. Next would be these two that have like plants and stuff, and there's more like a wax and foam one. The ones that I'm showing you right now, it feels kind of like there's some sort of wax kind of coating on it, but I have that. Really like it. It's not double-sided really either, but the design shows on both sides, so there's that. We have this one gold, and I'm glad that I have this because I was kind of sad because I thought this wasn't available anymore. I thought that like I had used it all up because I'm working on something. It's on pause right now, but I wanted this paper to use. So there's this, and it's gold. So you can see it is not double-sided, but you can see the design through the other side, right? So there's that. And then we have like the blue with those fish. Really enjoy this one in terms of like how deep it is, how like vibrant that blue is. Even though it's deep, it's still a really nice vibrant blue. It's not really double-sided, I don't think, but I feel like either side kind of works. This side, yeah, it might be double-sided a little bit, but sometimes the papers are tricky. But I love this blue. It's so beautiful, and I just like the idea of the fish. Something very mythological about it that I enjoy, so I have that. And I don't know what the size of these are, but they're pretty standard sizes. I want to say at least I don't know, like 16 by like 20, 16 by 22, something like that. Like, I want to say that as a size. This paper doesn't have it on the other side. You can just see through it. You can see the thing. And this one is a little bit more textured because you can see the fibers. Maybe you can see them, but you can see the fibers in person in the paper, and so it feels really textured. It has like a lot of texture going on in the back. You can feel it. But I like it. I try to get designs that I feel are not so contemporary. I really enjoy designs like this, or like the ones that I've shown. Well, obviously I bought them, but I don't particularly like ultra contemporary designs. I don't know. There's something about that I I don't know. I mean, I just don't be rocking with it. This is another one that I've gotten. I don't think I've used this one yet, but it kind of is also like the other one that's reminiscent of like mud cloth. It does have that like fibers feeling, a little bit waxy feeling on there, but I really enjoy this design. That's another thing. I also am interested in like textile repeat kind of things, so I try to get things that are also reminiscent of that. There's also something I'm trying to think about getting, like gel pleat. Make my own papers for my art projects. That's something that I'm interested in. So I'm thinking about what I want to do with that, like the brayer and the stuff, and make it those things. It's something that I feel like would be complementary to this. I could make so many things if I made my own little sheets and stuff like that. I think it would be awesome. Anyway, so I got this one. It has like a little gold in there. Kind of like the fruit and, you know, like a berry and the flower that produces it, with a green background, and it doesn't have anything on the back. You can also tell that it's like the fibers a little bit, and it gets really crinkly and aged. It looks really nice. It's just really quite dark, so I try to, you know, keep that. This one is different circles, and I cut them out to put on my canvas boards. So I cut out the circles that I'm interested in, and I would like to get another sheet of this in the future, so I can make more of those kind of circles, geographic style kind of things. So yeah, I really enjoyed the circles because it really started me off on another discovery when it comes to the papers, and another style that I was using, you know, so I'm happy about that. We have this more natural scene. It's like a gray paper. You can see it all up close, the details up close. There, it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. Let me look at that. So yeah, and it's not on the back. And it's definitely one of those like fiber, like paper, like handmade, almost like paper kind of things. The average cost of these, because I was looking to see, is about between like $4.99 and like $9.50. Between $5 and $10 per sheet. So these can get a little expensive. I'm willing to pay the price because I don't use them all up in one go, where I'm like ripping them and applying them to different canvases and stuff like that. So they tend to last a while, but they can run like quite a bit. So there's that. Another scene. Now this one feels like regular paper, like a regular paper that we would be used to, not the ones that like you use the pulp and you spread it out thinly and then kind of let it dry and it's paper. This one is kind of more like the standard paper that you would get for a notebook or printer paper or something like that. Like that's the feel of it, but this is kind of how it looks. It doesn't have that look on the other side. But I like scenes like this. Usually they're like Japanese or Chinese in nature when it comes to like how these natural scenes are. Like the artist is probably from there. But I really enjoy stuff like this. And I stay on the, I mean, I have some other colors, but I do tend to stick with a lot of blues. I kind of just noticed that. But blues are kind of my favorite, like, range of colors. And I have another one of this, but this is kind of like what I was saying with, like, the Chinese, Japanese, like, Eastern kind of, like, art styles and stuff like that. But I really enjoy this. I like a lot of natural scenes, a lot of flowers, sometimes animals and stuff like that. So there's that. This is bright yellow, and this is a red one. So this is another one, not double, but it's one of those papers again. It's like handcrafted kind of papers. Again, it's not gold, it's yellow, and it's bright pink. Look at what the plant and the flowers. So there's that. I really enjoy it. And then we have this one, which is also like the blue one that I said is like regular paper. Oh, I ripped it. So this is what it looks like. It's like cranes, I think. And I used quite a bit of it up and ripped it up and stuff like that. But this is what it looks like. It was a full sheet at one point. So it was roughly the same size as all the other ones. And this is what it is. Got a little bit of gold in there, so that reflective just a little bit. And then like the cranes, repeated patterns, and yellows and stuff. I really enjoy this. And again, it's more like Eastern kind of stuff like that. More papers here. These are in my like reds, stuff like that. Really enjoy this one. It's one of those handmade kind of paper situations again. Love it. Love the colors. Love the contrast of the colors, and I love that it's different flowers. So yeah. You got the purple. So this one is a smaller design. It kind of reminds me of like those 90s dresses that people would wear for prom and stuff like that. Like those very, those like velvet kind of dresses with this like design. And then it would be like a nice flowy material. It's really sheer, so it kind of looks, it looks kind of gray, but it's a purple with a little bit of, I don't know what color this would be, but it's not like holographic or anything like that. You can definitely feel the texture on it a little bit. I don't know, like a beige or something like that. I don't know, but that's what that is. Like one of the most modern ones I have, but this is, I ripped this one. It's like that, black and white, but it's still flowers, so that's what I like. That's what it looks like. And it's just, it's like a regular paper. It's not like a hand, you know, it's like regular paper. really enjoy this. Oh, that's too much noise. Okay. And then we have some, my recent ones that you'll see, my first purchases, because this is going to go first. This is going to go after that. These 3 papers feel like regular papers, but they're designed. So this is the first one. And you would have seen this in the most recent video, like the, not most recent, but like the first video of 2026. You would have seen this, as well as this one. And then, as well as this one. So, you have seen these. So, this is just a quick, quick videos for this. I'll put them in here. I got these at Hobby Lobby, these little transparent ones. So this is one, this is another, but I don't use these for my thing, and I haven't tried to use them, so they're not really what I'm talking about. And these are the last ones that I got when I went to a museum, and it sparked another thing. And they're butterflies. They're just different butterflies. And so there's that. I really enjoy this. So there's that. So I have a bunch of papers that I can use. I want more. I gotta look at paper stores and go to my local places. Hang on for a sec. Okay, so I had to just quickly put everything back in the little bag that I have it in. So yeah, I want some more papers. I'm gonna check out local places and think about what I want to do in the future as far as new designs and stuff like that. I am interested in that. So I think I probably will get some new ones probably in the next I guess Q1 of 2026. I'll probably get some new papers. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Do you have papers? Do you use paper mache collage techniques? If you do, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.